Again, the animated TV series is such a cool TV show that I had to come back to talk about it again. This time, I'm talking about my favorite episodes from Season 2, and I almost can't believe that I didn't talk about this in my first video. But Kevin Conroy as Batman, the voice of Batman, it's almost easy to forget about the guy because he's in every single episode.
If you think I've been bad news before.
What a great voice for Batman. He's the definitive Batman for me. I know you can hear me say how much I love Christian Bale, how much I love Michael Keaton. All of that is still true, but when I think of Batman, his voice, and the way Conroy is able to distinguish Bruce Wayne and Batman, just in the slight changes that he does with his voice, this guy is fucking awesome.
Masquerade party's over, Harry.
But getting into the episode for Season 2, Day of the Samurai is a really interesting episode, and I just have to talk about it because not only is it a continuation from Night of the Samurai, but you get a lot of cool backstory of Bruce Wayne, Batman, when he was in Japan being trained.
I just don't know.
And it's this ninja, or I should say samurai, from his past that comes back from Night of the Samurai, and this time it's a showdown to see Batman versus a samurai, and they're fighting by that volcano. Such a cool choice for the scenery, and to have such a personal feud with a great story. I'm like, wow, anyone who thinks an animated TV show can't have great stories has not seen this show.
Nothing's safe with these savages in town.
The Strange Secret of Bruce Wayne, if you couldn't tell, is about Hugo Strange. The fact that Hugo Strange is on this TV show surprised me, and I love how he finds out who Bruce Wayne is, how he has that machine that lets you go into your mind. Now that I think about it, similar to the Riddler's machine in Batman Forever, and he is willing to sell this information to all of the big-time villains, Joker, Two-Face. I even think the Penguin shows up.
They don't call you Batman for nothing.
Now I know what you're thinking, whoa, that's pretty huge to have a villain find out Batman's secret, even if you're not thinking about the comic books. On this TV show, to have that happen is huge. But the ending, where Batman is able to sort of trick Hugo Strange and get out of it, was awesome.
Destroy them.
If you're so smart, why aren't you rich? I have seen this episode so many times growing up as a kid. In fact, I remember, obviously before this DVD series came out, I had these episodes on VHS tape. And in fact, they were like a series of VHS tapes where it was like each tape had a villain. Joker, Riddler, Two-Face, and whatnot. And it had some of their best episodes on that tape. And that I wore out those tapes so many times watching those episodes.
Already I loved it.
And I also like this for seeing the origin of Riddler. Edward Nygma, the fact that he gets fired from his job and he comes back to get revenge on his boss, and the way he sets up that maze trap and Batman and Robin have to go through the maze.
Now where to?
I'm thinking.
Could you do it more quickly?
Almost Gotham is probably one of the most fun episodes in this series, where it's a bunch of villains. Two-Face, Riddler, Penguin, Poison Ivy, and even Killer Croc. They're all around the poker table.
The coin says you lose.
And they're trading stories on how they almost caught Batman, defeated Batman. And it's funny to not only see them tell their version of the story and wonder if it's even true,
Now prepare to meet your end.
but to see the other villains react to their stories and make fun of them in so many ways, it's just great.
We've got a real treat for you, kid.
Robin's Reckoning almost was my favorite episode of Season 2. It's that great. It's a two-part episode of Robin's origin. And it's not like, okay, you see the actual origin in chronological order. No, it's flashbacks because the man that killed Robin's parents when he was in the circus, the Flying Grayson. And not only is that a great character episode for Robin, for anyone who doesn't like Robin, I defy you to still not like him after this, but to see him want to cross that dark side and kill this person and Batman has to reel him in and stop him.
Give me a hand.
I can't.
There's only one Robin story that could rival this as the best Robin story, but this is pretty up there.
Yes, well, this is all tremendously boring.
Now, my favorite episode of Season 2 is The Laughing Fish. because it's fun and it's the Joker. The Joker is always my favorite villain to watch in these episodes. And it's classic Joker too, just the fact that his plan is he wants to copyright fish. And the copyright guy is like, you can't copyright fish. It's a public domain. It's food. You can't do that. And Joker, probably knowing it's true, just says, okay, if you don't do this for me, I'm going to kill you. And seeing the Joker just have the craziest plan, doing some of the craziest things, and then later on when Batman has to go face the Joker and they're in the aquarium and he has that shark in the tank, and then they're even fighting on top of the roof and Joker's just making jokes.
What's your game, Joker?
Not only is this a great Joker episode, but I feel like more so than the others, this one makes me think or have more of a connection between this Joker and the Jack Nicholson Joker.
See, that's the icing of everything.
So guys, that's some of my favorite episodes from Season 2 of Batman the Animated Series. I love talking about the show. I will be back to talk about Season 3 and my favorite episodes from there. So guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Kevin Conroy as Batman? Like and subscribe. Later!
He moves through the night like a shadow. For some, he is a rumor, a name whispered in the corridors of the underworld. Hit everyone on the street. They're about to find out he's all too real. I've been bad news before.